Yo, what's up? It's me, Toro Pro. We have a Unifi Access Point here, and I'm going to show you guys how you can configure this one like using it standalone. Because one of my friends asked me, can I use Unifi Access Point standalone at my home? I have a router. I want to use a Unifi Access Point. Can I do that? Absolutely, yes. But this is not like those home Wi-Fi routers, access point you buy, take it home, plug it, get the Wi-Fi password, that's it. You can use it right away. These kinds of devices, you need to do some extra work to configure it, and that's what I'm going to show you. Maybe if you're trying to compare this one with those normal Wi-Fi routers you have at home, this is different because it is designed wherein a lot of people can connect. It can be stable. It can easily be controlled by a single software. You can add like a lot of devices, like setting up a Wi-Fi campus for a whole campus. I have a video with that. A link here should be popping up right now, or you can go and check that one. Like that. That's how it looks like. We have the manual, of course. I like the design. If this was supposed to be the ceiling, it will look like that. And it comes with all the mounting equipments there. Screw, power cable, PoE. More manuals. You know, it's very cool. Let's go ahead and configure this one. Bam! You start by wiring this access point. Prepare that power injector, plug it. Make sure that we plug this one on the PoE because this is where the power is coming to power up this AP. And there you go. You should see a white light. That means there is power. And plug another cable to the LAN. And then this LAN is going to be connected to your switch. And you connect also your laptop. For me, it doesn't have a LAN port, so I need to use a USB to LAN. I have a simple diagram here so that you can follow along. That's the internet connected to our router, going to our switch. And the switch is connected to my laptop, and the switch is connected to the access point we're trying to configure. Now we need to download a software that we're going to use to control that access point and configure that one. Fire up your browser and type Unifi Software, and Google will find it for you. So you have it here, Software Ubiquiti Networks. Click on Downloads and make sure you're in the Unifi tab. You can scroll down, you will see Software. Now here, up is firmware, down is software. Let's download the latest version. Click, download, accept, download file. And let's save. Wait for it to be downloaded. Open when done. Alright. Now here's the installation. Just press next. This will be a quick install. Let's just wait for it. And you can click finish, start Unifi. You need to wait for a bit. It says initializing Unifi controller. And then there you go, it's up. You can click launch browser and this will appear. Click continue to web page. For Internet Explorer or Edge, the home page for this controller doesn't show up. So what I actually do is copy paste this link, copy this one, open Google Chrome or Brave browser. I'm using Brave browser. Paste it here and go. Click advance, proceed, and this is the initial setup. So we'll fill up all the information here. Next, and it detected that access point right away. Let's go for next. Confirm. and we're going to type in the SSID for our Wi-Fi security key. Put in your security key, and you can enable guest access. Let's put in hi visitor. So the SSID for our Wi-Fi would be Torogi Pro, and we enabled another access point that's for guest access. And let's fill out this information. I'll just do a quick fast forward so that we're not going to waste time. Next, quick summary of what we did. You can change this one after we get inside the controller, so don't worry about it. We don't need this one, just skip. There you go. Close this kind of advertisement here, and there you go. We have one access point. Let's change this one to black. There you go, or dark theme mode. And you can see our Wi-Fi access point is here. So we can click adopt, and upgrade. This will take time. So we'll just wait for it. And it's going to download the upgrade. And then it will adopt that access point. So it will take time. And I'm going to do a fast forward again. This will update. It will turn into provisioning status, and then we're going to wait. This should be changed into connected. It will take like 3 to 5 minutes, so I'm just going to fast forward this one again. After that provisioning, you will see a connected status here, and that yellow mark should be gone. So we're good to go. Let's go ahead and check other configurations we have in this controller. Let's go to our dashboard, and you have the access point, only one access point. And if you want to change some of the settings here, you go to that setting icon, wireless networks. You have it there. You can edit that one if you want. And let's try to see what's on our Wi-Fi right now. You can see hi visitor, and then we have the Torogi Pro. So both are active right now. By the way, guys, if everything's working fine with that access point, the light of the access point should be blue, steady blue, like what we have here. So if that's blinking or if that's white, there's something wrong. Let's go and quickly check this one on my phone. Let's see if it can also detect that Wi-Fi signal from that access point. So we have Torogi Pro Hi Visitor. We can check this one with an app, scan the signals also, and there you go. You have Torogi Pro. The other signal is just behind the Torogi Pro, so we cannot see it. There you have it, guys. If it's your first time in my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit subscribe button, like this video, and share it to your friends. Until next time, goodbye.